What in God's name? Oh my goodness, it turns out Shappysway might actually be worse than I initially thought. What am I watching right now? What's going on, guys? MK here, and Shappysway is crashing out. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is correct. It turns out that the lovable Shiba Inu for grown-ups has actually gotten even worse. If you thought his YouTube was bad, well, he's posting even crazier things on Twitter and Instagram. And he even responded to a comment from your boy himself. Obviously, you guys know that that's what we're getting into today, so like, comment, subscribe, share, because I'm trying to hit that 50K by the end of the year, and it'll be so awesome if you help me. So strap in, because it's time to dive right in. First of all, if you guys don't know who Shappysway is, make sure you check that video in the top right corner. It'll be really awesome. But if you want a quick rundown, he's essentially just a YouTube channel that makes what looks to be animations that are geared towards children. But honestly, let's be real, that statement couldn't be more wrong. By the way, shout out to Beto999, good friend of the channel, and he was the guy that initially found this basement dweller known as Shappysway. This dude is out here making the craziest, freakiest jokes. In my last video, I was actually defending him. I did agree with the fact that the stuff he makes is really weird and shouldn't be made for kids, but it's not necessarily his fault. I blamed it on the fact that there are adults out there that are just really neglectful. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man, this guy Shappy, it was difficult to try and be his lawyer, but it's not working anymore. This guy's full on making himself the villain. He wants to be the next vegan teacher. He wants to be Nikocado Avocado 2.0. Crashing out in his community post, trying to grasp at straws, giving any reason as to why he is not the bad guy in this situation. And if I was to tell you that Shappysway wasn't always making content like this, I'm sure you wouldn't believe me, which is why I have two clips today to show you of Shappysway actually being a normal animation channel.
What the heck? I replied so fast!
You see what I mean, bro? Like, literally nothing wrong with that video right there. Just a regular subpar joke that was animated really well. And honestly, I much prefer these videos over the stuff he does right now. Sure, it doesn't get as much views, which is probably what he's searching for, let's be real, because views is money. But I'm sure if he actually cared about his audience and wanted to do this long term, I reckon he would have just stuck with this type of content, because by 1-2 years time, he would have been as big as like Nutshell and Backbench and all them. I'm sure in another universe, his name is like Shappy Animations and he makes this type of content, but he actually blows up eventually and doesn't change to the life of whatever the fuck he does now. And just in case you guys don't believe me, you think it might be a one-off, you think that's the only video you can find on Shappy's channel that isn't actually just a complete hot steaming pile of depression, despair, and homelessness, then don't worry, I have one more video for you guys of what this channel used to be like.
Hey look, that one looks like a giraffe.
Huh? That one looks like a mushroom.
Like, look at that, bro. It's a cyanide and happiness skit. Like, bro, you can't hate. Low-key, it actually really does suck to see such a fall from grace. This guy really did used to make normal content, and then he was like, you know what, fuck that. I want the bag. And to be fair, I respect it to an extent, but this is a bit too hungry for the bag. Like, we're really out here trying to defend ourselves when we're promoting Orange and Black on our YouTube channel. Now, you're probably thinking, MK, no, he doesn't show Orange and Black on his channel. Everything's censored. Nah. Yeah, well, actually, everybody that stays to the end of the videos gets recommended to go to his Twitter and Instagram, and let me tell you now, there is nothing short of green aura freak energy coming from those accounts. This dude Shappy is a certified freak, and I'm telling you that for a fact, bro. If his YouTube channel says 4 grown-ups on the end, then I don't even know what the Twitter should say. I'm gonna keep it so real, because this shit is straight up Orange and Black. Can you please tell me why this guy is showing absolute, I don't even know what to say, man. I'm gonna have to blur all this shit on the screen. This shit is disgusting. All I have to say is, please don't check out his Twitter. This shit is nasty, bro. Yet here he is at the end of his videos telling his young audience that are already watching, because his shit is not age restricted, to go check out the Twitter and the Instagram, where he shows literal Broly fans level content.
Hey, if you like our content, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and X.
Link on our TikTok bio.
I mean, are we looking at the same thing right now? You cannot look at this and tell me it's not for grown-ups. And it only gets worse from here, man. He's crashing out in his community posts because everyone is talking on him. With reason, may I add. But here he is being ignorant, doing his best to try and defend himself. Meanwhile, nobody believing him because we all know he's in the wrong. I mean, this motherfucker posted a paragraph from ChatGPT expecting everyone to go, oh, we understand it now. Yeah, bro, okay. In case it was not clear enough, here's ChatGPT telling you the same thing that we've been saying for years. Plus the screenshots as we're actually tagging our content as not for kids. Now, sorry to burst your bubble, Shappysway. I don't know if you know this, but your content is not classified as not for kids just because you put it as not for kids. That just stops it from being checked and put in the YouTube Kids algorithm. them. Because as you can see on the screen right now, if it was actually not for kids like you say it is, if it was the literal meaning not for kids, then that means it would be age restricted. And clear as day, you can see that my channel is not logged into, I'm signed out, which means I'm on a guest account, meaning that you'd have to log into an 18+ account to see anything that's age restricted. And here I am in the process of not watching only one, but 2 different videos on your channel, both long and short form. Your point is ass. You're still making content and kids are still viewing it. Everybody that's not Cocomelon or a channel similar to Cocomelon is putting their content as not for kids. If you don't want to get put on YouTube Kids, then you just put your content as not for kids. It's so simple. Everybody does it, but it doesn't stop children from being able to see your content. You'd think that someone who's been doing YouTube for over a year would understand how the not for kids feature works, but no, this guy has no clue. Look at bro crying over here. This channel and the links in it are strictly for grown-ups. If you're not old enough to legally complain about back pain, it's time to bounce. Adults only, no exceptions, no babysitting. Now, like I said in my last video about Shappysway, I don't think everything is completely his fault here. I'm not gonna say this dude is the bane of society and he's fucking Satan for making these suggestive animations that look like they're for kids. Obviously, this guy has his own problems that he needs to take care of, as in like he needs to actually set his content restrictions right. True, but I can tell this guy definitely does want the bag, because most channels that end up age restricting their videos don't actually get paid as much as they could have been, obviously because their audience is way smaller. And keeping that logic in mind, trying to grow a small channel with only age restricted videos is like trying to grow a sunflower in the middle of the desert. It's just not gonna happen. But you know what can happen? Adults making sure that their kids don't fucking watch this type of shit online. Please, adults out there, monitor your kids' online activity. It is absolutely 100% true that this guy Shappy really shouldn't be posting this shit. But if he's not fixing it, then I'm sorry, I'm not gonna try and tell you how to parent or anything, but please take the matter into your own hands. What? Anyway, we're low-key straying off topic. Here we can see another instance of Shappy being a complete cope machine. In case it's not clear enough, by the way, thanks for 19 million views. Bro, he's doing everything but actually showing the age restriction screen. What are you doing, Shappy? Lock in. But it actually turns out this dude Shappysway was so not locked in that he decided to make community posts making false allegations to the YouTuber Rith, trying to hit him with that Uno reverse card. And you guys already know that Rith is a good friend of the channel, so we had to slide for him. Well, now I see why you're so good at making this stuff up, Rith. Seems you have a wide experience misleading people. People forget over the years, especially when you got some numbers now. Like, honestly, what is the point of this tweet? He says the Rith is misleading, but then he tags Willie Tato's video in the bottom, which, by the way, has nothing to do with Rith being misleading. In this entire video, Tato doesn't make one point that Rith is misleading, so good one at the Shappysway team over there. You guys are fucking idiots that don't know how to do research. Like, the least you could do if you're gonna put a video in your community tab is watch it, especially if you're gonna go after someone in the commentary niche. Like, bro, we literally do our research on almost every video we post. Not only that, but this dude posted an entire AI article, read through the article, and there is no point that Rith is misleading. So why are we pushing this agenda, Shappysway? You literally have every other angle to take and you're not taking it. And even if you did, there's still straight easy debunks. Like, what are we doing? So then, in obvious YouTuber fashion, Rith decided to go comment down below, keep crashing out, homeboy, with the money bag, because let's be real, we're gonna be cashing out off this. And Shappysway knew that, so he said cashing out, responding to that comment. Rith said, oh, I will, and Shappysway said, at Rith, ah, all right. Keep it up until it lasts. I guess it's profitable for you to make this content. Even thought we still tagged not for kids, enjoy until it lasts. Definitely paying some bills with this, but please remember to tag your reviews as not for kids, or you will really be doing what we don't do, showing this to the wrong audiences and boycotting our not for kids restriction. You don't want to make money out of kids' views by misleading them. And really, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, Shappy's just said a whole bunch of nothing. It's a complete air burger, bit into it and it tasted nothing. Cool bro shit lips the way he was spitting out absolute dookie. He pretty much just tried to put up a front, make himself look like he's the cool guy, the cool nonchalant guy dealing with everything, really just without a care in the world, to be fair. And that honestly just couldn't be further from the truth. So then I went and commented on his community post talking about how there's so much money to be made, because who isn't gonna make a video on Shappysway's embarrassing crash out? I figured I'd leave a comment as bait to see if he takes it, and he absolutely did. Shappy's talking about some, yeah, that's all you care about, not the reality of the situation. Thank God there's 20 million streams to check in for us too. Thanks for your misleading videos. Ah! I I think it's pretty obvious to see the trend here. Shappy's just throwing around the word misleading, trying to make it seem like our videos aren't really well informed, when in fact they are quite the opposite. Everything we do in our videos is researched and we know everything we're talking about. Just because you walk around saying that our videos are misleading and you show some screenshots here and there of you saying that your videos aren't for kids, doesn't mean that your videos aren't actually not for kids. It just means that they're not for infants. You're supposed to age restrict your videos if they show adult themes, and they do, and there's no screenshot of you showing any sort of age restriction on your YouTube channel, not even so much as a statement of you saying that it's age restricted. So yeah, you don't really get to throw around the word misleading and then people will just instantly join your side, especially when there's no exact point that you can debunk and take down from our videos. You just look at one clip and go, it's misleading. Yeah, nice argument, bro. Then he gets really obsessed talking about some, wow, you basically monetizing our content without even setting the not for kids restriction like we do, and literally showing kids under the age of 13 videos that we tag PG-13. Nice one, Rith. We want to address the recent behavior of YouTuber Rith and provide some important context. First, he is monetizing and repeatedly spamming our content to his own audience, an audience that is clearly not adults, as anyone can see by reading the comments on his videos. This is incredibly irresponsible considering the themes and tone of our content, which is probably tagged as not for kids. We sincerely hope Riff is doing the same. If not, that's a serious problem. It's also worth pointing out that maybe he should take a look at his own content history. Several discussions have raised concerns about sexually suggestive thumbnails, content inappropriate for younger audiences, and even potential abuse of YouTube's copyright strike system. See for yourself. Let's be honest. It seems like proper tagging and ethical content practices don't pay the bills for him, but that doesn't make it okay to hide behind a faux morale stance while profiting off others' work and misleading your own viewers. We're not here to start drama, we're here to set the record straight. And hey, since we're offering suggestions, maybe it's time he just tagged his whole channel 18+. At least then when things go sideways, he can say it's not child's play. What I find funny about this entire statement is the fact that it says, oh, Riff actually doesn't tag his videos as not for kids, just because he has children in his audience. I find this comment especially funny because Shappysway literally has child viewers himself. Like I said, once again, if you're not age restricting your videos, then any child can go up and find them anytime they want. It's true that his videos aren't for kids, but it's also true that his videos aren't 18+. If you was to put a mark on a video that's not 18+ and not for kids, then it'd be 13+, which is PG-13, which just so happens to be the same type of video that you're posting. You said yourself you made a video PG-13. So if you expect your content to be PG-13, the stuff that you post on YouTube, then wouldn't that mean that anything Riff reacts to from your channel and outsources to his own fan base also be PG-13 in your eyes? You basically just put yourself in the same boat as him. As for your point regarding the thumbnails, it makes absolutely no sense to only target Riff, given that multiple other successful channels for years now have been using the same type of thumbnail tactic. It's only being labeled as weird now, given that the world is becoming way more soft than it was before. If one strategy gets less clicks than the other, then obviously they're gonna go for the latter. It's not rocket surgery and it's not brain science. Yes, I said that on purpose, shut up. The rest of that entire post is literally a nothing burger and he's saying a ton of words to try and sound smart. Then he was really feeling himself and just started completely glazing Riff, making 2 extra community posts in the same hour, really ravaging and scrolling through his content looking to find anybody that's underneath the age of 13. And it's so easy to make a rebuttal to these claims given that you made a statement yourself saying that the parents are to blame and you shouldn't be babysitting them, and that is so true. I agreed with that statement in my last video as well. If you're under the age of 13 watching a PG-13 video, then I'm sorry, the creator should never be put to blame for that. It is 100% the parents' fault. Except here's the difference between you and Rith. Here's what makes you the bad person and not Rith. You have a Broly fans, you have a Twitter where you post orange and black, you have a Patreon where you post 18+ content, and you promote it to that audience that you claim to be PG-13. And if you know that there's going to be some children in that audience and you're not babysitting, then the least you could do is not promote those channels in your bio and in your videos. Just cut it out and leave it as is. But yeah, this dude just kept going and going, and I was like, bro, we have enough screenshots, chill out in the comment section. And of course, Shappysway responded because this is the most amount of attention he's seen in his entire life. And he added me saying, Matista K, it's never enough with people like you guys, because it's your way of paying checks, sadly. And oh my goodness, is Shappysway right? We are gonna be eating so good. So thank you to my members. I appreciate all you guys so much. You want to become one too? Go click the link in the description. It will let you see my videos one day early. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like. Go comment down below, rise the previous day to the end. Join the Discord in the channel description, and don't forget to subscribe.